see you, hater. My motivator. Y'all make me greater. Yeah.
I'm out here trying to finish up where we left off on the last video as far as the wet sanding. Got me some fresh water. I'm gonna drop my sandpaper in here. Let me walk around, show you what I got left. I got this bottom section of this door left here. I done did all this back here. And I got this other door. Same way. I done the top. And the rocker panel. But that's it. Once we get done with that, we'll take it outside and wash it up. Then we'll get started for us trying to mask it off and spray some color on it.
I'm creeping low when the flip-flop drops. Take 'em out, wrap 'em up in a tent, clip coats to make it shine. Make me circle through the neighborhood 55 times with my gas. Bird, the sun got my candy looking good enough to eat. You can tell by the way the girls act across the street. Hit the horn, but no shoes all in the way with that econo spray. Need to take a few classes, learn about molasses. Pressure got me beamed. I'm talking on the reality to some. Having candy paint is just a fantasy. Custom leather everywhere you look is wood grain. Big ball telly.
Alright, I got everything wet sanded. Now I'll pull it out, wash it down real good, clean out the shop, get ready to start spraying. Well, I gotta mask it up first, but we're one step closer. Well, I finally got everything cleaned up for us, the Monte Carlo and the shop. It done got dark on me, but I'm gonna take these wheels off because it's gonna be hard for me to spray up in here with these wheels on it. Also, it'll jack it up off the ground some. I'm just gonna put it on blocks. Then I'm gonna let it sit out here overnight and dry on up. Come back out here in the morning and start doing the masking. Finished taking the wheels off. Also open up the doors and the hood and the deck lid. Trying to make sure everything dry. So in the morning, I ain't got to worry about no moisture. Plus I wiped around the fender wells here because I'm gonna mask all this off, so I want a clean surface to mask. Alright, that's the following morning. Guess we're gonna start masking it up. What I just got some masking tape, some cheap masking paper, and some cheap plastic. It's not painter's plastic, but as long as you don't spray right up on it, you'll be good. If you got to spray right up on it, put a piece of masking paper on it. I got all this. I think this from Lowe's, Home Depot, or Lowe's. Either one, you can get it. But I'm gonna put the plastic over this section here because I had already painted it. So, because I got a cutoff line back here. If I'd have had this cutoff line, I would have had to paint it with the rest of the car. But it's a piece of trim go here, all the way over here, so I could cut it off right here. So mask this off here with the door jambs, not be good. So I guess I'm gonna get started with that. Well, I'm gonna take this front clip off and I'm gonna mask this back side. It'll be a lot easier on all this here, also the grill. I gotta do that first. Front clip off. I'm also gonna remove this divider here because it's kind of interfering with the front clip when I spray that bottom part. So this would be a good time to remove that. Let me take you outside here and show you the front clip, what I'm gonna do. Here's the front clip. I got some soap and water. I'm gonna take a rag and I'm gonna wipe all these areas that I'm gonna put masking tape on because there's a lot of dust and overspray. You want those areas clean. And once I do that, I'm gonna let it dry. Then I'm gonna come back and mask this off, this area, the grill, and those two. These are the pieces for the back side of the front clip. When you start masking, you want to find you a flat area such as the deck lid or the hood or even the fender up here. Be good. Something like this here. That way you have a flat surface to put the masking tape on the paper. But when you're done, you want to make sure you use some wax and grease remover before you paint it, because this adhesive from the tape, it could still be on the surface. Then you start painting, it'll react with the base coat. Alright, I'll take this back inside, start doing the rest of it. Give you a little update on what I got going. That's the front clip. Also done did the engine bay. Now I take my Scotch Brite and I scuff up this area here so paint will stick to it. I just left a little lip so when I close the hood, it'll still be able to, well, I still be able to get that once the hood is closed. So I'm gonna take my Scotch Brite, find me a little small piece and just scuff up that area. Then I'll probably move down, mask this fender well off and put some paper on the back side of this. Just finished up this back. Let me show you what I got going on. Like I got it sealed off pretty good. I hate to get that overspray in the jams. Now I can close it down. Should be sealed. I got these doors to do in the T-top section. Finished up with the jams. Only thing I got left, I'm gonna put a piece of paper, I'm gonna back mask it over this top. So when I close the door, that plastic don't be flopping up when I start spraying. Let me show you what I got. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep that overspray out. The more I keep out, the better I'll be. Let me take care of that. Then I'll start cleaning up. And we'll move on to the next step. Finally done finished the masking. Been out here just about all day, prepping it up. I think I hate masking more than anything, because I'll be ready to spray. That'll be the last step, masking. Like I'd rather sand than mask. But we gonna start back off fresh in the morning. And I'm used to getting started now. Let me show you the guns I'm gonna be spraying with, and what I'm gonna spray, which guns I'm gonna spray, what coat. I'm gonna use my Saddle Jet 1000B RP. I'm gonna spray my Sealer, also my Flake with this gun. Got a 1.8 tip. I'm gonna spray my base and candy with my Saddle Jet 5000B HVLP. It got a 1.3 tip. And I'm gonna spray my clear with my Iwata WS400. It got a 1.3 tip. Here's the cups, different cups I'm gonna use. The outside dirty, but the inside clean. I got a cup for clear. Let me see. This my cup, my clear cup. This my primer and Sealer cup. This my candy cup. And this my metallic cup. I spray my flakes in this too. You don't want to spray your flakes in the same cup you're spraying clear or anything else, because them flakes tend to stick around. Then you might be spraying some clear and you have metallic in it. So that's why I like to use different cups. But that's going to be it for the night. I'm going to cut you back on in about 5 seconds. I almost forgot, before I call it a night, I'm going to go around and hit my bare metal spots with some self-etching primer. Just going to make sure I get them all. I got me a can here, Rust-Oleum. I found quite a few. Let me just walk you around the car, point them out to you. There's 3 down here. That's it. Here's the big day. We're planning on getting some color on here today. let's all pray everything go well. Now we just gonna tack the car off with some wax and grease remover. I got some prep oil by Clean Strip. And what you want to do, you want to use two different rags. You want to wipe it on with one rag and wipe it off with the other. These rags here came from Harbor Freight. After the wipe down is on to the sealer, what the sealer gonna do, it's gonna seal out where it's gonna seal the bottom coat for everything without them sprayed. It's gonna be good adhesion. It's also gonna make it one uniform color where you see the different tones. Because if I just go straight to base for silver metallic, it's gonna take a long time to cover everything. Because this area here gonna be darker than this area, so the sealer gonna prevent that. Like I said, I'm gonna put 2 coats of sealer on. Here's the sealer that I'm gonna be spraying. It's by Etching. It's a white gray urethane sealer. Mixes 4:1. 4 parts material, 1 part activator, 1 part reducer. Be spraying out my saddle jet, 1000 B RP, 1.8 tip. I'm gonna put 2 coats on it. Here's the sealer. I actually just put 1 coat. That's all it needed. Didn't make no sense to go and put another coat on it when everything one uniform color. Some spots I had to go back over and hit it 1 more time. But all in all, it turned out good. Got a little lint on some of the areas. If you do get lint, I got some, like some trash right there. But if you get some lint or something, you can tack it. You can tack this sealer once it flash off. And I got a low tack cloth. I'm gonna use this to tack it off with. TCP Global. Let's take a look at the base coat that I'm going to be spraying. It's a Stellar Silver Metallic Base Coat by Hurricane. Mix is 2-to-1. 1 part material, 1 part reducer. I'm going to be spraying up my Jet 5000B HVLP. It's a 1.3 tip. I'm going to be going with 3 coats. Here's the base coat. I put 3 coats on here. My last coat, I actually walked the car. I went from one end to the other. I wasn't painting panel to panel. That's the same way I got to do my next 2 stages. My flake, also my candy coat. Because if you do panel to panel, it's going to build up right here. And it'll show. So you want to walk the car. Go from one end to the other. It really don't need no tacking, but I got a little lint or something right there. You actually can tack off base and inner coat clear. But I'm not going to tack off that flake because sometimes when you tack that off, this tack rag, it get hung on the flakes and it'll leave lint. So you don't want to do that. You can't take off candy or you can't take off clear because it still be tacking once it flash. Ain't that much overspray. Alright, let me get this flake mixed up, then we'll get to rolling. Let's take a look at the micro flake that I'm going to be spraying. It's a 5 flake silver candy metal flake by Etching. It's a 0.006 flake. I already got it mixed up in my inner coat clear here. And I'm going to be spraying it on my Saddle Jet 1000B RP 1.8 tip. It's the same gun I sprayed the seal out of. I'm going to be spraying 2 coats of this. With this flake, you're not going to be able to use a filter. You're going to have to pour it straight in the cut because it's not going, the flakes ain't going to go through the filter. Just pour it straight in the cut. Two coats of the micro flake. Next coat is the candy coat. Y'all pray for me. Like I said before, that's the most scariest coat. Because if you mess up, you're pretty much starting over. Also, when you're spraying your first coat, you want to go light. You don't want to go heavy. Spray the first coat, get a second and third and so on coats for something to bond to. The second coat, you can go a little heavy then. Let's go ahead and mix it up. Now it's time for the candy coat. Like I said before, this is the scariest coat of them all. Because if you get around in candy, you basically got to start over. All that work you done, it's really for nothing. But I always spray before you spray. We're going with this eye candy fire red by Uricam. Mix is 4 to 1 to 1. 4-part material, 1 part reducer, 1 part activator. We're going to be going with 4 coats of this here. Be spraying up my Setter Jet 5000B HVLP 1.3 tip. Well, I guess you can say our prayers was answered. I didn't have no problems with the candy. Only problem that I had, it wore me out. But I'm good. No runs. Really no trash. Only thing is the grit from the micro flake, but I'm a flow coat anyway. No bugs. All in all, I think it laid down good. Now I'm gonna put 3 coats of clear on it. Been out here all day. Wasn't expecting to be out here this long. Let me mix this clear up, then we'll get started. On to the candy coat. We got the Urichem High Solid Polyurethane Glamour Clear Coat. It's a high solids mix. It's 2 to 1. 1 quart material, 1 quart activator. Be spraying out my water WS400 Supernova 1.3 tip. We're gonna be putting 3 coats of clear on it. Then once that dry, we're gonna wet sand it and flow coat it. Put 3 more after that. But we're just starting out with 3 for now. finished up. 3 coats of clear. I actually got 4 on the hood and the deck lid because I had some more in the cup. But all in all, it was a success. I got 2 runs. Let me take over and show you. Also, I had a drip from the cup. Let me show you that. Right here. The cup was leaking. Got that drip. Then I got a run here and a run there. But turned out pretty good though, besides those 3 areas there. But if you think about all the different coats that you gotta spray, just 3 mistakes, you're doing good. Because I sprayed 1 coat of sealer, 3 coats of base, 2 coats of the micro flake, 4 coats of candy, then 3 coats of clear. That's a lot of chances of messing up. But I got to cut and buff anyway. But before I cut and buff, I'm going to flow coat it. Put 3 more coats of clear on it. Plus I got to put some decals along the sides. I'll probably do that next. I'm just waiting on them to come in. But you just walk around it.
From the ground up, we never stop. Right from